Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about The Boys, season number 3, episode number 6, Herogasm. It's also directed by Nelson Craig. And like I said, overall, this was the best episode of the season so far. I did not think it was going to happen. I was kind of worried about Herogasm from the start when I knew they would do this, because in the comic books, it gets nuts. A lot of things happen. Huey doesn't have a good day with Black Noir. I mean, a lot of things go down. Soldier Boy and Homelander hook up. Yeah, it gets crazy. So, since they're changing this show up in so many different ways, I had no idea where this was going to go. And Herogasm is a part of this episode, but it's not the main focus. And I'm happy about that. Because a lot of things are going on in the foreground, which leads to this moment, but it was done so well. The acting performance of everybody in this episode right here really steps up. And a lot of things, the thing they do with a lot of characters in here, really changes the game in a huge, in a good way. I mean, you have A-Train in here. A-Train is played by Jesse Usher, and A-Train has not been that, well, he's a coward. He's a coward character. All he cares about making money and making deals like that too. He focused on that so much. He pretty much sells himself for anything. He doesn't stand for nothing. He just want to trying to make as much money as he possibly can, and so he'll let them use him any type of way possible. And he's trying to do this whole Africa thing, but he doesn't really care about that. If you think he's going to give him some views, make some money off of it, he'll support that too. But seeing him actually being sincere for the first time ever, apologizing to Huey, actually mean it, and seeing the emotion that was going on with it, I was like, oh my gosh. Realizing that he's been a butt all this whole entire time, he hasn't cared about nobody but himself, and then he finally realizes, oh crap. And seeing him step up in this episode here, like wow. And then Anthony Starr, this guy, acting by himself, pulled off like something, I guess, amazing to watch him switch back and forth with emotions like that, the ups and the downs, and just talking to himself was like just done so beautifully. Mother's Milk had an awesome scene with Starlight, and then you got the whole thing going on with Kimiko and Frenchie, watching them interact with one another like this. Oh my! This episode was like a very emotional driven. And yes, the Herogasm thing was a part of it, but like I said, was not the main focus. It could this thing could have been like over the top and done like to the point it was just gratuitous just to do it because they could. I mean, just wow. But I feel like it would have cheapened the show. A lot of times, even though this show does not follow the comic books at all, in a lot of ways, I think it does the comic book. I think it does it better than the comic book. Wow. I really did enjoy this episode a whole lot. Was I expecting that? Did not see it going in the direction, and it still managed to have some humor to it as well too. I mean, the crazy scene with the Deep, even though they like I said they changed him from the comic books as well too in a huge way. Because the Deep in the comic books, they're actually pretty cool. Yeah, none of that stuff happened with Starlight at all. Matter of fact, he doesn't do none of this crazy stuff. He keeps to himself and just does his job really. Yeah. And then you have the thing going on with Starlight was exposing what was actually going on, telling actually the truth. So now you're scared for her. Like the way this show is going, like I don't know what's going to happen next season. Like I'm trying to figure out how this season's going to end. Good Lord, wow! Jason Ackles doing an amazing job as Soldier Boy. Like I said, he's not portrayed how he is in the comic book. In the comic books, Soldier Boy is just a coward and a punk, and very not that smart either. Very easily manipulated too. And the fight goes down. All he does is beat himself and kills him. But seeing how he betrayed here, but just the ankles, and how he becoming a major part of the show. Like, how is he going to be the next season? This is the end for him? Is he going to die? And then watching the whole fight between Soldier Boy, Butcher, and also Huey confronting Homelander in here, and see how they couldn't take him out. Also, the interaction between Huey and Starlight. And Annie, Russian relationship, how things are going sideways from there. Because Huey does love Annie. He really does. But he wants to be able to just do things for her as well, too. He felt as though the relationship is one-sided. Even though it's not, he feels as though it is. When you got somebody who's like so much more powerful than you, it's like dating somebody who's rich. And you're not. And they just take you all these places like that, just doing all this stuff like that too. And it's nice and all, but you feel as though what can I do? Because you don't want to compete with them because you can't. But you feel like you're not stepping up to the plate. And even when you do something nice for them, like it doesn't feel like it's good enough. Like they took you around the world for the fun of it, and you were just, hey, I saw this nice little bracelet. Here you go. And you feel like, am I doing enough here? You feel like you're a little off. So even though he didn't mind it at first, but this little things that she did made him feel like he was like less, even though that's his problem that he's dealing with here. And that's not what she was. That's what she was dating him for. She made him feel normal. She felt like somebody she could be herself with. Somebody else well too. She could talk to, but it's just that the power dynamic, and he feels as though now he has powers now. He can finally do. He can protect her. He can have her back this time. She doesn't always have to save him. But the thing is though, even though he has powers now, he's kind of pushing her away at the same time, because he feels as though he wasn't good enough. His insecurities is kind of like overriding their relationship and making them go on a whole different path. Now they might come back together towards the end, who knows, or this could break them forever. But I'm also liking the relationship she's having with Mother's Milk, watching them play off one another, because they already showed they had some kind of connection between them. Well, I'm not sure, not in a romantic way, but in a good friendship type of way, because she sees him struggling and she's trying to watch his back as well too. And also, Mother's Milk is different than the comic books in the TV show, because Mother's Milk in the comic book, he's the soup, and the reason why he's called Mother's Milk is really messed up. Yeah, because he has to drink his mother's breast milk to survive. But without it, he'll get weaker. He just shrivel up. He could die without it. But with it, he's healthy. He's strong because he was born a soup. They say because this show is so different from the comic book, and they changed things in so much different ways. I had no idea where this is going to go. But it's so interesting to watch the journey and watching these characters grow and evolve and change. I mean, I never thought that I actually would feel sorry for A-Train. This show made me feel sorry for A-Train. Like, wow. Oh my gosh. Let's just show the writing on the show is done quite well. The actors are doing a killer job in here as well too. Like, good Lord. Herogasm. Best episode of the season. I gotta say, Anthony Starr should win an Emmy. This episode right here should win an Emmy. Like, wow. If he hasn't won an Emmy already, he should win one now. Because he really could have killed this episode. Whew. I had no idea where they're going to go from here. I mean, is it going to go from up here or downhill? I don't know, but man, wow. It's amazing. So, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of The Boys. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shabam, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Let's show my social media. You want to follow me there? I do appreciate it. Also to my store where I sell online store where I sell merch. And you want to buy some stuff? Buy something? Thank you for that as well too. So like I always say, in my dreams in my life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.